ESPN leaked the MVP voting yesterday, and we already know who's going to be the winner. Before diving into the results and spoiling the MVP for you, let me explain where this info comes from and why it's 99% accurate. Tim Bontemps is an ESPN analyst, and every year at different points of the season, he does anonymous and informal polls among the media members who actually have a vote in this race, and he gathers the results. He would ask them how they feel about the MVP race early on around Christmas, then around the All-Star break, and finally close to the end of the season. This poll includes almost every single voter, which makes it super relevant. This year, there have only been two guys in the MVP conversation throughout the whole season, Nikola Jokic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So during the All-Star, SGA pulled ahead of Jokic with 70 out of 100 first-place votes. Since then, Nikola has missed 6 games and the Nuggets have split the 22 games played, going 11-11 in that span. On the contrary, the Thunder have won a remarkable 20 out of their last 22 games. Shai only missed 2 of those while averaging almost 34 points and 7 assists on 50-40-90 shooting splits. Which brings us to the final poll of the season. What you're about to see now is 99.9% certain, so here it is. Your 2024-2025 NBA Most Valuable Player is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You see that his lead is obvious, and 77 out of the 100 voters ranked him number 1, meaning that there would need to be some wild turn of events for voters to change their mind and flip the order when they would officially fill in their ballots. So this is going to be Shai's first MVP award, coming in his 7th season in the league after being in the mix along with Jokic last year as well. And although my opinion is that Nikola absolutely deserves to win the MVP, Alexander has been exceptional all year long. But thing is, this isn't the most shocking news that came out of the Hoop Collective podcast yesterday. Just listen to this.
Kobe White, who was named Eastern Conference Player of the Month, played in Oklahoma City on Monday night, and Dort was on him, and he went 2 of 5. He took 5 shots.
There was a graphic last night on the broadcast, and it's a list of some of the best scorers in the league and their season averages against Oklahoma City. Luka Doncic, 16 points per game. Now it's 1 game, but still. Cade Cunningham, 11. Again, 1 game, but still. Devin Booker, 15.5. Almost 10 less than his season average. LeBron, 12. That's less than half his season average. Donovan Mitchell, 9.5. Way less than half of his season average. So Lou Dort is definitely like the guy as a star you least want to see.
This is absolutely incredible. Lou Dort has been one of my favorite players for years now. I cannot believe that he's never been selected on an all-defensive team. I hope that changes now. He's a dog and deserves to be crowned the Defensive Player of the Year award. But yesterday we got some exciting basketball as well, so moving on to Dallas where the Mavs and the Hawks played a thriller ending. But first I gotta show you this moment of AD receiving an elbow to his eye by Daniel Gafford, cutting him open. There was blood, he was in obvious pain and had to leave the game, causing another disappointment for Mavs fans across the world. But after 10 minutes and 4 stitches, he returned with a bandage over his eye and released his rage on the Hawks.
Davis in isolation, 1 dribble and the step back is on the money.
Live ball, I mean, you can do whatever you want to do.
Here's Anthony Davis running the floor. That was really well executed. Anthony Davis, Gafford screening, Davis shooting, yes sir!
Davis with 13 of his 34 points in the 3rd quarter turned the game around and kept flying higher than a Hawk in the final period as well.
Lively running the floor. There's AD, hammers it home. Davis, okay, reaching high to the sky to grab it and finish it.
AD reignites the arena and puts his team up by 12 with 2 consecutive alley-oop dunks. However, Atlanta made a big push from that point, making things interesting again.
The Hawks get hot, stay hot. And here's our man, the minivan coming through. Out to Dyson, his 3-ball, that's good. Telling you that 3-ball will get you back, folks, on the bounce. Onyeka going up quickly and gets an and 1.
The Hawks cut the lead to a single possession with 3 minutes to play, and the comeback was complete when Daniels got a wide open look in the corner.
And Trey, corner 3 for Dyson. Yes!
So, down by 3 with less than 50 seconds to go, who's gonna step up for Dallas?
Okongwu defending, a hand off the Clay, it's good, it's tied!
Klay Thompson nails the 3 to tie the game and get the crowd fired up again. And check out the Mavs defense on the next possession.
Trae Young, Martin defending it well, loose ball! What a
play by Martin.
Young got it back, driving, blocked. And cutting to the basket, Daniels underneath, he throws it off, Anthony Davis, it's picked up by Hardy.
Anthony Davis blocks Trey's first attempt and then deflects the pass to secure a chance for the win. Amazing. And speaking of amazing,
And it's Anthony Davis driving, it's in there! 3.4 to go, it's not a walk-off yet, but it's a 2-point lead, courtesy of AD.
AD drains the floater over Okongwu to give his team a 2-point lead with 3 seconds to go. All they need now is one final stop.
Can they hang on and bring this one over the finish line? Into Young. Young with the ball. Young, the step back three. No good. It's all over.
Trey's shot is short and Dallas hangs on to win a much needed game for the play-in race and for the sake of the fan base as well. They've had enough heartbreaks this season. It was time for some healing. With both Gafford and Lively back into the lineup along with AD, they can surprise some teams now and maybe get to that 8th spot at the end. And the battle between the Knicks and the Cavs in Cleveland was tight as well.
To Allen, gathers, banks it. The glass on the reverse. They've done well. Oh, Towns throws it down.
It was a tie game up until this moment in the third, when the Cavs showed why they're the best team in the East.
Garland, another floater. Garland with 13. Holy beautiful feet inside for Thurl. There's that playmaking from Evan Mobley. Dangerous pass stolen by Okoro. And Okoro throws it down.
An 8-0 run led by Okoro to end the quarter up by 6, but they didn't stop there as they extended the lead even more at the start of the fourth.
Mobley for three. Jinx. Wow. Mitchell turns, shoots, got it.
And ever since they got to a double-digit lead, the Cavs just kept on pounding. And Jared Allen put the exclamation point when he stole the ball and got in the open court.
Allen with the steal. NBA power from Jared Allen. Finishing touches on another dominant home win for the Cavaliers.
After the game, he joked about his dunk attempt.
You know, honestly, I was telling them I wanted to look like Bron trying to bring it back. I looked at the replay. Nothing close.
Anyway, with this loss, my Knicks fell to an atrocious 0-8 against the top 3 teams in the league, OKC, Cleveland, and Boston. With Jalen Brunson finally cleared for basketball activities and hopefully returning in the next few games, I can at least hope for a long postseason run. And the reigning champions were looking to snatch their 10th straight win against Miami at home, but got burned by the Heat.
Wow. Pella Larson exploding for that dunk. Larson faking, now firing. Kaboom! Mitchell threads it back to Anderson, hits the soft one-hander.
Miami got into TD Garden and blew out the Celtics with a 21-point dominant win, marking their 6th in a row. They're now 1 game ahead of Chicago and 1 game behind Atlanta in the play-in race. And speaking of the play-in race, after losing to the worst team in the league, the Kings are now just 1 game ahead of Phoenix for the last spot in the West. And playing without their entire starting 5 on back-to-back nights, the Nuggets took the L against the Spurs as well. With that, falling down to the number 4 spot behind the Lakers. After yesterday's debacle against the Wolves, Westbrook's layup struggles continued in this one as well.
Long pass. Westbrook out there. Oh, he misses the layup.
Unbelievable. How's a 17-year veteran and a former MVP missing these? It's beyond my belief. Luckily for him, Jokic was on the bench, so he didn't ruin anything this time. But if you haven't seen what he did in the last seconds of double overtime against Minnesota, I got it all covered right here in this video. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.